Black people, we be in our feelings. That's one thing about us. By and large, we're loving, sensitive, beautifully expressive people. We can't help it. It's a soul thing. We don't have to think about it. When our emotions are aroused, either positively or negatively, folks are going to know about it. You can see it in our art and fashion, taste it in our food, and you could see it and sense it and feel it in our dance, our poetry, our music. Those tend to be the more positive and socially acceptable expressions of how we're feeling. But when we're not feeling so good, when we're angry, and as James Baldwin used to say, that's all the time if we're living in America, we show that anger on our faces and face it to our friends, family, people we don't even know, and in places we shouldn't. Greetings. If you're new to me, I'm Diane Thomas, and I love Black people. As a personal development coach, I help them exercise self-determination through coaching them on how to create purposeful and empowered lives while fighting the constructs of Black excellence and Black exceptionalism. If this sounds like something you'd like to learn more about, you are in the right place. So please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be alerted when I post a new video or when I go live. Also, sign up for a notification email to ensure that you don't miss my live, since you may not get a notification from YouTube. The link is in the description. As readily as some of us are to give everyone within earshot a piece of our minds, you think we would be a lot less stressed, seeing as we don't tend to hold things in. But with all that we say and do, it's more so out of frustration in reaction to situations we feel powerless in. It's a way of letting off steam, a pressure valve release. And for the moment, we may feel better. But more often than not, we're still just walking around in a seething rage because we're being reactionary. We're lashing out. We're not thinking. Somebody or something pushed a button and immediately we're triggered. Reactions are our first level of defense. It's us showing the other person that we are worthy of respect. We're not going to be trifled with. And it's okay, maybe for minor situations that we end up in, things are going to matter very much in 15 minutes, an hour, or possibly even a day later. But because we don't often have healthy ways of processing real or perceived slights or offenses, we react. And it doesn't serve us because reactions aren't built for the long-term wear. All they do is lead us to holding grudges, misunderstandings, and hurt feelings that many of us feel we have to justify in inappropriate ways. And these days, that's largely on social media. We're talking and saying and expressing a whole lot of personal stuff that we later regret because we learn how to process what we're feeling in a manner that gets us to long-term solutions. Doing that requires us to tamp down our reactions and use reasoning to craft a response. We can develop the mindset and learn the language needed to foster understanding, peace, and maybe even closure, and understand that when we are reactionary, unless we're saving somebody's life in the moment in some sort of emergency, we're actually using an emotion as a weapon to hurt ourselves. And as Black people, there's already too much anger and negativity being spewed at us from the dominant society. We don't need to create additional emotional weapons to take each other out. What we need is to replace those feelings with thinking. We have to already decide that whatever happens as a result of something a person said or did, or a situation we find ourselves in, that we're going to be okay because our feelings and how we express them does not have to dictate what happens to us. We can rise to the occasion and do what's necessary to control our narratives and our outcomes. I have some tools that will help you with this, and I can share some of them with you for free in exchange for just 1 hour of your time. During that time, we'll talk about 5 core areas most people get stuck on when working to develop lives of full engagement, joy, and confidence. Areas that I guarantee you'll learn how to develop better responses in, and that you can use as soon as our session is over. I'm ready when you are, so click the link below to learn more about me and my coaching and download the application so we can get started. Talk with you soon. Take care.